What's happening, everyone? James Lynch here for oddschecker US, taking a look at Saturday's UFC 285 main event, which is for the vacant heavyweight title. Of course, Francis Ngannou leaving the UFC. So it's Jon Jones in his big return fight against Ciryl Gane. And you can see right now on oddschecker, most of the books having Jon Jones as the favorite. Almost 2-1, about -160. The comeback on Gane, +140, +130 around there. Quick tail of the tape here. You can see 26-1 for Jones, 11-1 for Ciryl Gane. 35 years old to 32. 6'4" apiece, same height, and just a slight reach advantage here for Jon Jones. Shouldn't say slight, 3 and a bit reach advantage here for Jon Jones in this fight over Ciryl Gane. So despite Jones moving up a weight class, he will have the reach advantage in this fight. But it's been a while since we've seen Jon in the cage. Of course, coming off that win over Dominic Reyes way back in February of 2020. Of course, Jon's had some contract issues with the UFC. He's also been bulking up to heavyweight. This is his first fight in the weight class, so that's why we haven't seen him in so long. But that right there is a bit of a red flag, considering how long he's been out of the cage. His last couple fights actually have been pretty close. Thiago Santos, a split decision. Dominic Reyes, a unanimous decision, although a lot of people do feel like Dominic Reyes maybe should have got the nod in that one. Very close fight in that contest. Jones, again, not that active last couple of years, 2020, and then you go back there, just 2 fights in 2019, 1 in 2018, 1 in 2017, 1 in 2016. 2016 there as well. So that's one sort of knock on Jones, is what type of Jones are we going to get in this fight? He's taking on Ciryl Gane, who's been very active. Gane coming off that nice win over Tai Tuivasa, just the one loss to Francis Ngannou, which was last January in a fight where Ngannou was able to take Gane down and use the wrestling, and that's sort of a big talking point in this fight. Will Jon be able to implement his wrestling, and that's his path to victory against Ciryl Gane? We'll have to see. Outside of that, some really nice wins here. Derek Lewis, a nice stoppage win. Tai Tuivasa, Volkov, Rosenstruik, JDS, all good wins here. Even you look early on, Tanner Boser was a good win, finishing Don'Tale Mayes. So Ciryl Gane has had a successful UFC career, nowhere near the experience of Jon Jones. So that's a bit of a red flag there in terms of the experience level. But on the same token, Ciryl Gane really hasn't taken much damage in his career as well. This is a tough one. I definitely see the argument for people saying Jon's going to win this fight with his wrestling and he can take it out. But I also look at the fact that Ciryl Gane's been way more active. He's a little bit younger. He's been a mainstay in the weight class. And I do go back to the Israel Adesanya and Jan Blachowicz fight, in the sense that Israel moved up a weight class and could not have success at 205. Jan Blachowicz was bigger, stronger than him. I know Jones has been bulking up the last little bit, so that's an encouraging sign. As far as strength and stuff, I'm sure Jones is up to par there, but I still tend to like fighters that are in that weight class and compete there, and that's what Ciryl Gane's been doing. We don't know if Jon can take a punch at heavyweight. We don't know how he's going to look in there with a guy like Ciryl Gane, who really, even that Francis loss was a very close fight, a fight that, again, I think Gane had the ability to win, just didn't go his way that night. So I'm actually going with the underdog here. I think Ciryl Gane can pull this off. Again, I'm not as concerned with the wrestling. Remember, this is a 5-round fight. Jones would have to take him down for every single round, and we have to, expect that his cardio is going to be good for 5 rounds. I don't know. I'm not so sure about that. I think with Ciryl Gane, if he keeps it standing, if he can get on the inside, he can potentially knock out Jones, or potentially just win the striking exchanges here as well. And I'm willing to take my chances on that, just because Ciryl has looked so good in his UFC career, and he's done it at heavyweight, whereas Jon has done the body of work at light heavyweight. And there's also an argument for Jones that a lot of the reasons that Jones has had success in his career is because of the height and reach that he's had. But he's not going to have that in this fight. He's going to have a slight reach advantage, but not as much as he was used to at light heavyweight. So for that reason, I'm going to take Ciryl Gane by decision to get it done over Jon Jones. I know this isn't a popular pick, but I can see some ways in Ciryl Gane winning this fight, whereas, taking Jon Jones after a 3-year layoff, it's kind of a risky move, in my opinion, despite the fact that Jon is one of the best fighters of all time. So I want to know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you going Jones? Are you going Gane? Let me know. Follow me on Twitter and on Instagram at Lynch on Sports, and make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel at oddschecker US, where you will find my previews and breakdowns every single week. I'm James Lynch. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.